of Link. Playing this on an actual NES system with video capture. Going to try to beat it without continuous. NES system with video capture. Going to try to beat it without continuous. Okay. Probably the most underrated game in the series. Usually when I start a new game, I'll head straight to this desert up here and get the item you need for the jump spell, but I'd be a little more cautious here and do that after I get the candle, which is what you're supposed to do. Usually I prefer to sequence break that though. We'll get the shield spell now though. Healing lady. So every town has an old man. Should always find them. Usually you have to actually do something to speak to them though. Oh yeah. The wise man. They have wise. Bling bling. Rapid desert. Gotta survive the rappers. That is a lot of MP, though, isn't it? If you're watching the VOD of this later on Twitch and it's got muted segments because some dude is claiming copyright on NES chiptunes. Apparently, and the guy isn't Nintendo either, it's some DJ or something, I don't know. So I can do this cave now. Kind of irritating, but I'm not gonna bother doing a counterclaim against him. Let Nintendo do that shit. The YouTube VOD shouldn't be muted, though. Unless they feel like saying they can't monetize it, but whatever. There's worse things than having Nintendo monetize a video. Would prefer to not have ads, though. Alright. I guess I should heal up before I head out. Every little bit of health is valuable in this game, especially until you get through Death Mountain. Actually, not even then. Well, yeah, even then, but most importantly, until you get the healing spell. You can't really get that until after you get the jump spell and make it through caves to the south to get to the town of Ruto, I think it is, yeah. So if you've never played Zelda 2 or Ocarina of Time, the cities Yeah, technically this game takes place after Ocarina in the convoluted mess that is the Zelda timeline, but this Ocarina was supposed to be a prequel to everything. At least when they made it, it was. The towns in this game are named after various characters in Ocarina of Time. Most of them are sages. You know, I guess technically you could say, since this game came first, the sages are named after the towns. So, yeah. There's the first heart container. So let me kill this guy first. Might as well. And I'm gonna actually skip that level up. That's one of the interesting things with this game is you can skip level ups and you'll keep your EXP. So now I have only to get 50 EXP to my next level up. Also, there's a trick here. You can skip this platforming segment if you bait an enemy encounter and then not gonna do it now, but if you bait an enemy encounter and then have them touch you just as you reach the tile that this scene happens on, you won't have to do it. It'll just be an empty road. It's a nice way to skip things like that. There's a couple other spots where you can do that, but it's not that hard. And I took damage, damn it. Oh well. Here's Parappa Palace. Once made a Mario Maker stage based on this. It's actually pretty fun. A bit hard though. I like the music here. This game has a great, not a varied soundtrack, but the tunes that are in it are pretty good. Yeah, it's useless. I'm going to be using the shield spell for a little while. So I'm pretty much going to be skipping magic level ups for the time being, just because I really don't have any super useful spells. I don't really need the jump spell at this point, and shield... don't really need shield either, yet. These guys are annoying. You don't want to let these dudes hit you, besides the fact that you take damage. Add insult to injury, they also drain your EXP. Now these enemies... not gonna fight them there, but you can actually kill those things. Contrary... oh yeah, see I lost EXP. Pfft, stupid. Yeah, those cursed skull bubble things, they drain your MP when you get hit. Now I could get magic, or I could just cancel. I'm gonna go for attack first. I can kill stuff faster. Actually, I'm only, about 20 XP away. I mean, I can raise my attack. Which means I can kill dudes like this pretty much twice as fast, I think. This takes a while. Kind of worth it, though. I mean, these guys are worth 50 EXP each, which this early in the game is a pretty big chunk. It's like half of a level up. Well, at least if I'm going for magic levels. Yeah, 50. It's good. Pretty. Yeah, one of the tricks if you're actually speedrunning this game is to manipulate the level ups so that the big level ups that you get that require a lot of EXP are when you want to hit a level up right before you fight the boss of the dungeon. Because whenever you kill a boss, you automatically level up. Like, it just Well, actually, no, it's not when you kill the boss, it's when you place the gem at the end of the palace. Killing the boss itself usually gives you a couple EXP points, but not enough to level. Well, unless you're almost there. But yeah, here... I'm gonna skip magic again. I want a life up, because magic is useless right now. I mean, aside from the shield spell, but that's just more life. Or... yeah. The thing I don't like about the shield spell, it's useful in situations, but you're basically spending MP to prevent damage, which you shouldn't really be taking damage in the first place, so yeah. Boss fights it's useful, but aside from that, it's better to just not get hit. Best gamer advice ever, don't get hit. Pro tip, shoot the cyber demon until it dies. Ugh. That sucked. These guys are pretty predictable. They move in an angular pattern and they just bounce off anything they run into. Debating on whether or not I should save my EXP, and I might just save my life up for the next, it's like 500 though for attack. That means I won't be able to level up for fun. Yeah, I'll take life now. That way... at least have full health for this segment. And there's more of these guys. Kind of use the edges of the screen to sort of control their movements. These guys suck. Now there is a point bag on this bridge. Eh, it wasn't worth it. I need to keep all my lives. This actually wouldn't be a bad room to use the shield spell in. Huh. I might as well use it now. I got a magic pot. Free spell. Do not take candle. Apparently I do take candle. Which, again, is, well, you don't need the candle if you know exactly where everything is. It's nice to have, though. It makes basically any cave section much less frustrating, because you can actually see what's trying to murder you. Which is always a plus. It's alright, there's a fairy up ahead. One of the few times they're really merciful in the first dungeon. They give you a fairy. You can only use it once, though. I guess I should take this level up. Actually, no, I can skip it. Do this now. I have full health and magic for the boss, which isn't too far ahead. Iron Knuckles. Ugh. Cancel. If I had a little more EXP. Actually, I think the boss is worth like 100, isn't he? Oh, point bag, perfect. The Okay, so I'm gonna take the life up again. And actually, I'm gonna go and kill an enemy so I can get the most out. Wait, no, the boss will be worth 50 XP, I think. So yeah, if I kill the boss, let's see what happens. Shield. Oof. Yeah, so the shield spell basically reduces the damage you take by about half. That makes mistakes a little less punishing. Horsehead, easy boss. Good point. Yep, there we go. Okay. So if I cancel that, I'm now on my next level. So this will be worth like 400 EXP? So my attack can go up again. That'll make things much less painful going forward. On horse with no name. Ah. Sure. So yeah, now I can see. And now I'm gonna go get the trophy for the jump spell. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I almost wish they would make another Zelda game like this. Maybe not exactly like it, like maybe the overworld could use an overhaul, but I definitely like the, this game almost feels like a Metroidvania with the actual side-scrolling segments. I'll use shield. No reason not to here. Oh, these damn bats. This is not a good, there we go. Timing. Octoroks are pretty easy in this game. One of the least threatening enemies. Huh. Really? Thought I killed him. I guess they respawn. Alright, so now I can go run into a random encounter. Great. Alright, I got the health up and the magic up. Now to get jump up. And here's where I probably should start leveling magic, because the jump spell does consume a pretty healthy chunk of MP. Oh yeah, old lady. Never show what actually goes on in those houses, how your health and magic gets recovered. You saved the trophy. Yes, I did. Oh man, I didn't talk to Error. There's a dude in the first town, his name is Error. That's all he says, I am Error. Later on in the game, you can talk to him and he'll actually have, I think, somewhat useful information, at least for being a Zelda 2 NPC. Yeah, see, that's like 48. That's like all of my MP. If I use that, I'll be completely out. But as I level magic up, that will change rather quickly. There's basically just a preset, yeah, there's a preset table for how much MP spells take per level. The higher level you are, the less MP your spells cost. Some of them stay fairly expensive no matter how high level you are, though, like the heal spell would always take a big chunk of your magic bar. Other ones like jump scale pretty pretty neatly. Okay, die. You must die. So yeah, jump now costs 48, so if I kill this guy, I need to kill another one. Hang on. Level up magic. Also, as a bonus, it restores my magic when I level it up. Now jump costs 40, so the cost went down by 8. I think it's 8 per level. Could be wrong. Ugh, Warriors are such terrible enemies in this game. Worry about them hitting you in the back. Stupid. I guess they're keys? Yeah, they're probably keys. Devil Bat. That's where you need the jump spell. Might as well grab this while I'm here. Kinda hard to get that jump right. There we go. And I'm just gonna grab the one up here. There's no reason for me not to, especially if I'm going for a no continues run. Any extra life I can get now is welcome at this point. There it is. Link. Baby Link. Oh yeah, I don't have the down thrust yet. I need to get that soon. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's not go there yet. Skip ahead a little bit. So I'm glad I leveled my attack up to 3 so I can one-shot these little buggers and proceed to get beaten up by a bunch of normal enemies. Good. Here we go. Agu is my name. Show my note to Riverman. Okay, that's useful. Who's Riverman? Skip all those encounters. This is actually a good spot to grind some levels, this bridge. These enemies just respawn continuously and... well, not only worth 3, but... as you see, they just keep spawning. There is the whole annoying thing to deal with the loss of EXP upon getting hit, though. Be tedious. And I'm pretty much coming up on one of the hardest segments in this game, especially if you're trying to do it without continues. Oh yeah, this town's not too hard. So you squat here. Oh look, Link actually says something. I found a mirror under the table. See, he's not mute. He's been talking since the 80s. And then the Zelda cartoon happened and nobody wanted to hear from him ever again. Excuse me. Princess. And now for the most useful spell in the game. Well, actually no, Fairy's the most useful spell. This is just, like, baseline, you need this to survive. You know, if they would have made this the first spell you got, instead of the shield spell, this game would be so much easier. You know, it does cost, like, all of my MP. It's fine. 70, though, that's pretty steep, isn't it? Didn't need MP anyhow. So yeah, don't talk to the NPCs here. Well, that one's useful, but... like, a lot of these people, if you talk to them too much, they'll turn into bats and murder you. Some bats are stronger than others, too. Stop and rest here. I can give you magic. You know what, I'm gonna go do my Duro Swamp first. Usually I just go through Death Mountain at this point. Now, you know what, I'm gonna... Screw it, I'm going through Death Mountain. Time to die. Horribly. That way I'll have all my lives, I might actually be able to make it through this segment. I mean, what do I get in the swamp anyhow? The gloves? Yeah. You know, Bagu, then I can help you cross. Yep, cross to my death. Yeah, you know what? That dungeon, Swamp Palace, is much easier if you have the down thrust, so good to prioritize getting that. Which means I gotta go through here. Which is basically like hell. So, funny thing too, the oh shit, I already took damage. The there's sort of an Easter egg down here. If you get through the worst of Death Mountain to where the actual item you need to get here is. This is kind of weird too, because this is like... It's like a dungeon, but it's not a dungeon. It's just a bunch of interconnected cave segments. It's harder than some of the actual dungeons, though. You know, I'll save my MP for... Screw you. My next level up is a magic level? Yeah, I think it is. So what I'll do is... hopefully not die. Just life. Ugh. I do not need to be taking all these hits right now. Go up. These guys suck. Yeah, time your hits just right. Or you'll just take stupid amounts of damage, especially this early in the game. One of the advantages of playing this on a CRT, get a little bit more, I guess, ability to see the frames. Alright. I'm actually doing kind of alright. If I can get to the, I can get to the place where the hammer is without losing any lives, I'm doing pretty good, actually. Not gonna have any more level ups for health for a while, though. I could, like, try to get a fairy to appear, but nah. So I could also farm for magic pots here, too. Kind of risky, though. Figures I got the pea bag. This is kind of a bad spot, too, because they kind of unpredictably fall from the ceiling when they get stuck up there. Yeah, I can jump good. Jump spell's good here. Ugh. Ah. So far, so good. Got the... should be what, bats here? Oh no, Goraya. Just need to get through here. Oh, magic. Nope, I'm not going after that. Here we go. Yeah, I can kill those guys, but the frickin' keys. That's just dandy. There's the downhill cave. Shit. Alright, I lost a life. That's not good. Still got 3 lives. Did I? Trick is just not to get hit, right? Really all in the timing. Life. Okay, now I gotta go the other way. Down. Ooh, good. That's very good. Getting hit by a... was it a bit or a bot? Something like that. Not so good. Oh yeah, magic. I'm gonna save that though. I can come back and get that later. So yeah, this area down here is based on... like, this is like a micro version of the original Legend of Zelda's map. So like, this is basically Spectacle Rock. Isn't that weird? I think it's weird. No, it's actually a pretty cool Easter egg. Yeah, shield here. So this guy does not screw around. Ugh. There we go. What are those things even are? Are they Dinophilos? Might be. Zalphos makes its first appearance in this game. Actually, a lot of the aspects of this game that people think... I don't know what people think, but a lot of the aspects of this game, like Link's animations and the way he sort of appears and stuff, made it into Ocarina of Time. Like, Link's damage animation that he takes when he gets hit is nearly identical to adult Link's, like the pose he takes when he gets hit in Ocarina. Just neat little continuity thing. Like, you can tell they modeled adult Link from his appearance in this game. There we go. That was good. Oh, I should have healed. Or I can hold off and get a life up. I'll take the magic now, whatever. Platforms. Link's worst enemy. This is the parts that get me the most nervous playing through this, trying to beat it without continuing, because one slip up and there goes a life. And lives are at a premium in this game. At least until you get to the end game. Once you get to New Castuo, where there's like Zalphos you can farm, and hit the max level, you can just farm for EXP and get extra lives, which I'll probably end up doing. Alright, got the hammer. Stop. Hammer time. That thing to leap to its doom. There we go. Never be too careful around lava. At least till you get the fairy spell, and even then, it's a huge waste of MP to have to catch yourself. It doesn't always work either. Ugh. These fireballs hurt. Actually, I'm gonna cast life. Alright, and now for a part that is kind of like... wait, what? Secret. Yeah, Death Mountain still had one secret left in it. So yeah, this is basically... whoops. This is basically Spectacle Rock. Kind of funny that you revisit it. Makes me wonder why Link didn't find the hammer here in the first game. But yeah, this... ugh, let's not... This area down here is a miniature version of Zelda 1's map. You got the graveyard, the lake, the forests, all the stuff. all of the things. Taking a lot of unnecessary hits here. I shouldn't even be fighting these encounters. Let's get the hell out of here. Ugh. Octoroks. I feel like I should cast the jump spell just to be safe. That was unnecessary. This is a shortcut, but it's one of the worst shortcuts in the game. Well, no wait. I could have sworn that cave was a lot worse. My memory must be failing me. Huh. That was another... I could have sworn there was a cave with like lava bubbles or something. Alright, well I'm at the bridge. I'm pretty much in the clear now for Death Mountain. Which is good. There's bubbles. I got this guy, but he's not that dangerous anymore. One nice thing about doing Death Mountain early is you get a pretty good chunk of EXP from all the enemies there. And most importantly... Ooh, fairy. Nice. Most importantly, you get to go to... City of... Mido, who wasn't a sage. He's just some jerk Kakori dude. The boss of the Kakori. Can't jump. Sad. The old woman. When you jump, press downward to thrust or stab. Meh. Downward stab. Pretty iconic move, actually. One of Link's best moves in Smash. All the spike enemies. Yeah, this is what really makes the fighting and platforming this game fun, being able to just pogo stick off enemies' heads. They later did that in, like, Shovel Knight. Okay, I need to find medicine or something. Water of Life, I think is what it is? Yeah. Yeah, getting the down thrust. Definitely worthwhile. And necessary, actually, but... having it this early is very good. Because now I can run into these guys, I can just be like, nope, not today. Tell these enemies are designed that you need the downward stab attack to actually harm them. No, you can kill them without it, it's not worth the effort. Art. This thing's respawn if you go off screen. Have an interesting tidbit, I guess. This is just EXP, I believe. Yeah, there's really nothing here that I need. Screw it, I'll get it anyhow. Nice little diversion. Yeah, this cave has one of the pea bags in it. Might be enough to level me. Yeah, it's 200, that's good. I'll take the life, sure. Yeah, if you follow the default leveling path, your life levels up the fastest, and then your magic, and then, like, attack seems to be the thing that grows the slowest. Well, it takes the most amount of points, so that makes sense. Which is funny, because attack is probably what you should level the fastest. It's, you know, killing stuff fast is a good way to stay alive. I think the water of life is here. Things look like they wouldn't be out of place in Castlevania. Like the bone towers. Ugh. I'm fine. Okay, water for life. I guess if you're in a run where you're continuing or whatever, you could just kill yourself there and warp out faster. Yeah. Not much of a shortcut if you ask me. Not enough MP. So, the game actually has a mechanic where every so many enemies you kill, I forget the exact number, but every so many enemies you kill, you're actually guaranteed to either get a pea bag or a magic bottle. It is programmed at a specific interval. Something kind of good to know. That fairy. Nope. Instead I got death. Some Octoroks. Actually, 10 EXP ain't too bad for that early in the game, but I'm gonna pass that. To swamp or not to swamp? Actually, let me get the fairy spell first. Kind of important. Old lady. Give me that MP. Sometimes you'll just end up dying for lack of MP because you can't progress. Like you'll need a fairy spell or something to get unstuck. This magic word will give you power. Oh, power, huh? Yeah, it turns you into a fairy. It is a power of a kind. So, encounters don't appear for the first few seconds you're, well, after doing an encounter. So, if you can bait them and encounter them on roads, I should have went after that. I don't know. Also, another nice thing. Every dungeon after Parappa Palace, if you stab the statue at the entrance, you can get a magic jar and fully restore your MP. There is also a probability, a fairly high one I believe, of a Iron Knuckle spawning instead, which can actually be exploited for EXP farming. They know the technique as well. Oh, well, that's useful. This dungeon, I don't exactly... This one isn't all that memorable, I'll just put it that way. I don't have the key. And I'll save my MP. I was about to say, if I wanted to, I could just skip that and fly through the keyhole, but... Oh man, these guys have a lot of HP, don't they? Better I just don't have as much attack as I'm used to having going through here. Usually you can just catch them on a down stab and kill them in a second or two. This way first. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely need more attack. Stuff's taking a lot of hits to kill. These guys are like more annoying, more mobile Octoroks, basically. I guess they're rope though, aren't they? Yeah, that's probably what they are. A bit different from the ones in the first game that just would like bomb rush you. How to kill these things quickly. Jump on them, hold down. Easy. There should be a key at the end of this corridor. Probably. A lot of these rooms are like copy-pasted from dungeon to dungeon. Yep, key. I guess that's one way to save memory though. Like, I wonder if the way these rooms are programmed, it just loads up the same like template or something, or if they actually have them stored as separate rooms. Be interesting to look at how they programmed this game. Funny thing too, the dungeons in this game, in the American version, they all look different. In the Famicom version of this game, though, I believe all the dungeons have the same overall aesthetic as Parappa Palace, which is gray, except for maybe the last dungeon. So it's nice, they actually made the localized version a bit nicer. A bit more detail. The trade-off is some of the funkier sound effects the game had just aren't in it. Like the Famicom version has... Well, the original Famicom has a better sound chip than the NES. And produce more complicated sound effects and stuff. Don't know why, I guess because... probably something to do with it being a disc-based system. Something. Oh yeah, there you go. This way? No, I went that way already. Up one and then to the... Here we go. So now I got the key. Actually, I got 2 keys. Oh, I hate that. They steal your EXP, too. So, this game actually has something in common with the first Zelda in that, and basically none of the other ones, which is you can actually bring keys from one dungeon to another. Not exactly beneficial. There's actually an NPC that tells you straight up, use keys in the dungeons where you find them. Which is sort of a, we programmed it that there's enough keys, use them, or, you know, if you don't, you'll get stuck probably. I usually end up having an excess of keys though when I play through this. Like, I just kind of know which paths to take and which to skip and which to use the ferry to cheese through. And having extra keys in this game is great because it makes like, some of the harder dungeons just much less painful. This game has potential for much pain. First two dungeons ain't too bad. Magic? Yeah, magic. I don't need it though. I might have to get... whatever. You just kill those for EXP. Not really worth the time though, is it? That's 20. Stalfos. Here's where you get the gloves. Yeah, I got a key, good. So yeah. I know this is where you get the gloves because of that room layout with the falling blocks. You need gloves to get through. Well, not necessarily there, you can just run through them, but you'd get stuck here if the gloves weren't here. Should have used magic, or should have used shield. Good, attack. I need that. And I got the power glove. It's so bad. I like how when you want to farm blobs from these things, they just don't spawn. And then when you don't want to farm them, they do. There, magic here. I can jump up there, yeah. Good. Very good. Yeah, later dungeons, there'll be small keys up on that platform in rooms that are laid out like this. So you have to wait for the blocks to fall and then carve your way through them with the glove and the sword techniques you picked up. I think this is a dead end? Yeah, it is. My memory isn't that terrible. Oh, these guys. Those guys are trouble. Guess they're pose? Pretty sure this game's equivalent of pose. Ooh, nice. I need that. Gimme. Clutch. Magic refill. I really needed that. I have enough MP for the boss. Ugh. Yeah, that time it didn't spawn. You see that? That was a blue drop, and it doesn't always turn into a slime. Sometimes it feels like it, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Might have something to do with the number of enemies already on the screen, too. Oh yeah, there should be one of these guys and a key. When I was a kid, I always thought those... Like, those are apparently horns? I thought they were eyes. I thought it was like an evil Elmo or something. Goofy-looking monster. They're basically Hammer Bros. I mean, with their patterns and stuff. Could be the path to the boss. Yeah, when they jump, there's usually a break in the stuff they're throwing. There we go. Ooh boy. Go. Not that that's gonna really be worth anything. It's probably gonna end up overwritten by the bossy XP. I doubt I'm gonna level before I finish this dungeon. Another Iron Knuckle. Ooh. It's kinda good. Probably rather have a magic pot though. Yeah, this is the boss. Oh, this guy. This is actually one of the more... Yeah, he's not the hardest, but he's kind of tricky. Especially when the heads start flying around. That reminds me of Blind, actually. It's in a later game. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm like 20 EXP short of a level up. You know, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can kill some stuff. All I need to do is kill, like, 2 curse bubbles. Luckily, the enemies stay dead once you kill them, so... Oh no, I can't go back up that way, though, can I? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Crap. Well, rip. Fell 1,000 some EXP. I could have done that better. Oh well. A little short. If I would have killed those curse bubbles earlier, I would have had a level. I guess I could cancel the level up, but... Yeah, I need more magic. That'll be good. Alright. There's the second dungeon. Not nearly as bad as the later ones are going to be, but could have done it a bit more optimally. Okay. Still ran into an encounter. Whatever. On the one road tile there that's by itself, there's actually a there's a magic pot you can grab too. What's weird is I don't think that thing was in the remake. On the Game Boy Advance version, I think they left that out. I have a strange omission. I need full magic to do this section. Starting to get to the point where magic's more important anyhow with using the fairy spell. Yeah, it's now 40. So fairy is now cheaper than life. That's good. Fairy is a very versatile spell for traversing hallways, getting through locks without keys, all sorts of useful things you can do with it. There's some areas you just plain need it to progress. So this is the Tomb of the King. Yeah, I just said that. Just go south from here and... Wah. Only I could stab things while I was in fairy form. I'm actually gonna peek into this dungeon, grab the item, and then book it, because this palace is difficult, to say the least. There's actually, I think there's a guy who gives you a tip, who's like, find the old man in, or not the, find the guy in Darunia before the islands, which might actually be referring to sort of the difficult segment in this dungeon. There's a place where it's a lot easier to progress if you have the upward stab. Oh yeah, I can refill my... Better do that. Refill my magic. I'll leave and come back to reset the statue. You know, it might have a dark nut, who knows? Or not. Iron Knuckle. Get those mixed up sometimes. Dark nuts are dark. Just make you wonder though, whatever happened to Iron Knuckles in the later Zelda games? Oh, wait, they were in Ocarina, weren't they? Yeah. Usually you don't see Iron Knuckle. Oh shoot! This is a difficult dungeon. This is a very difficult palace. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. That Stalfos or whatever it is just wrecked my face. And hey, there's an Iron Knuckle, like I was saying. They can appear here. Oh shit. Almost died. Yeah, this is probably a good place to try to get some EXP too. I at least want to make up for that level that I botched earlier. That was foolish of me. I need life. Oh, that's useful. Alright, well that refilled my health. I really need to get some more levels here. This is where the game starts getting really hard. You can tell the game's getting harder too, because the enemies are different. New enemies is always danger. These guys are much more aggressive than the ones that were... they do a lot more damage too, crying out loud. I don't know if I even want to try going forward at this point. Probably gonna die in this dungeon. At least once. Real question is, can I get in and out of here and get to the islands without running out of lives. Usually pretty good once I get past here. Especially, yeah, if I really wanted to, I could stop in the spider fields and farm for EXP. Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna mess with him right now. Oh, this is kind of a trap, isn't it? You got these guys, and you have Iron Knuckles. And if you go to kill those guys, you end up breaking through the floor and landing face first into where the Iron Knuckle is. Ugh. So these guys don't, the red ones don't jump, just the blue ones. I gotta time this just right. It is possible to make this jump without the jump spell, it's just really frickin', there we go, hard. Alright. Here is an Iron Knuckle. And a key. Keys are good. I like keys. As opposed to keys, which are just annoying bats. Don't like those very much. I want to go left first. Usually dungeon treasures are left. Yeah, see, right there is one of those spots where you kind of need the upward thrust. It's like the game's showing you before you need it. I miss when games were like that. They'd show, but not tell. Oh, this room sucks. I can one-shot those, that's good. So yeah, I gotta carve my way down here carefully so I can get back out. I feel like I'm going too deep into the dungeon going this way. I think this is the path to the end. I should have probably went the other way. I can level here, I think. Yeah. Cancel. I need the attack up. Oh, this is the room. This is where, yeah, you don't want to mess with that guy. He is bad news bears. Blue Iron Knuckles are by far the worst normal enemy in the game outside of the Great Palace. They just suck. Horribly. Because they can relentlessly pummel you with daggers. I mean, you know, normal Iron Knuckles, they're fine. They're melee. You can just, you know, deal with them. Those guys, though, they have frickin' throwing knives. Or sword beams. I guess they're sword beams. I hate these kind of hallways, by the way, where you need to deal with lava pits and columns of blocks. If it weren't for the blocks, you could just use the fairy spell and fly over them, but nope. They knew what they were doing when they designed this. They knew exactly what they were doing. Okay, shield. Sucks. Got him. Got that. Now time to get the hell out of here. Can I jump? No, I can't jump. If I could get a little more magic, I'd be able to It's gonna be tricky getting out of here now. I need a magic pot or something. I could just use an extra life up, but I want to save those for more difficult portions. Oh, stupid hallway. Backtracking can be pretty painful. Oh yeah, these guys. I can farm these guys for magic pots if I need them. Ugh. Their EXP isn't too bad either, but gotta worry about that annoying getting hit and losing EXP thing. Alright, I think I can use the jump spell now. Mainly what I needed it for. Oh yeah, attack. Definitely attack. Let's see if I can get out of here. Yeah, this is tricky without jump. Possible, but hard. Very hard. You gotta have, like, pixel perfect timing on the jumps. You know what? I'm feeling like killing this guy. Anything that ugly needs to die. So they're not too bad now that I got my attack upgraded again. Just gotta worry about... Hey, I need more health. Kinda like a glass cannon right now at 555. There is a reason they give you health first. Out of here. If I can make it out of this island alive, I'll be in good shape. I believe. Oh, hey. More magic. Good. Daylight. That's a relief. Alright, fully healed. Ready to get out of here. I'll return here later after I get some more levels and a new sword technique. Aye. Yeah, nope. Graveyard encounters are the worst. Well, one of the worst. Don't even want to mess around there. Now for one of the easiest side quests in the history of video games. I think these NPCs are just stupidly lazy. So, there's a lady in this town who is thirsty. Is that it? Yeah. I am thirsty. Yeah. And literally, like, barely off screen is a water fountain. So you just walk to the water fountain, talk to the lady. You have water, come to my house. Okay, yeah. That's silly. And of course there's no sign of said actual lady in here, which strange, but whatever. There is, however, an old man. Whereas the other old man once said, if all else fails, use fire. Really a pretty neat spell. Not too useful, but the enemies in this area in the overworld are weak to it. I could, like... Actually, I could kill, like, 10 enemies from 0 XP, and... or 10 encounters, I mean, and level up. Because it's, I think, about 150 per encounter. See a man in Darunia before the islands. Yeah, that's the hint about that disgustingly difficult island palace. It's actually not too bad, but it's tricky. Alright, Darunia. So we're gonna see us some Gorons, right? It is a mountain town, so... I wonder if the Gorons, like, devolved into, like, a normal humanoid race over the years. Because there is a dude in A Link Between Worlds who looks kind of Goron-ish, but he's not a Goron? I don't know. He's like the Sage of Death Mountain, though, so... He's like half Goron. Maybe their bloodlines got diluted. You know, that's kind of scary, the implications. Oh yeah, here's another spot where... You can just skip these scenes by triggering encounters. Makes it a bit quicker. Speedrun strats. Just wait, and... now. That way there's no risk of falling in a bottomless pit. Darunia is another town where you don't want to talk to random NPCs. They will murder you. These guys are fine. Yeah, like these folks, they're just running across the screen. Don't talk to them, ever. It's a bad idea. Because they might just turn into a bat that has a gajillion HP and will murder you in like 2 hits. Maybe not that many, but... Oh, wait, I used the wrong spell. I don't think I can go down here now, can I? Nope. You jump, not fairy. So yeah, if you check the door here, there's someone behind the door. It's like, huh. What would Santa do? This is far less useful than the down thrust, but it's still a good move. Oh yeah, these guys don't talk to you automatically. The old men, like, you don't have to push anything to talk to them. You just talk when you get close to them. These guys, you have to approach them and actually push a button. So yeah, now I can do this. Wow. Fun. Advanced jumping techniques. Alright, old woman. Yeah, I'll just go this way. Mountain town of Darunia. Funny how the roofs here are solid. Oh yeah, there's a kid who's got actual good advice. Yeah, oh, thanks for the memo, I already found him. Some of the NPCs have useful information. The ones that are standing still are more likely to have useful tips than the ones that are running. Most of the random ones are just like, sorry, I know nothing. After which they may turn into a killer bat or something. Just to spite you. One of the few games where the townspeople are like actively trying to kill you. Go. eyes actually kind of hurt if you get hit by them. I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like this game, probably because of the RPG aspects of it, it actually gets kind of easier towards the second half. Of course, that's kind of negated by the final areas just being ridiculously hard. Extra life. Thank you. So if you're not trying to beat this game without using continues, you actually don't want to pick those up until you're ready to make a run at the final dungeon. Good advice. Oh yeah, what the hell's this? Yeah, Los Alphos. Those are good EXP to farm, by the way. This you could make into a t-shirt. Child get. Kind of one of the more annoying things, though. I have to backtrack all the way back to Darunia to get the reflect spell now. Especially if I want to finish this dungeon. Or I could just go for the item. Probably what I'm gonna do. Magic. Gotta gather that. So yeah, you need the reflect spell to finish this dungeon. However, it's better to just not finish a dungeon when you get to it. Palace. I keep calling them dungeons. They're technically called palaces. I'm thinking other Zelda theme. Yeah, those guys you need fire to kill. Or you can just do what I do and ignore them completely. So yeah, the longest path through here is also the shortest path. It has the least encounters and other random bullcrap. By the way, the location of this island and its maze-like structure kind of reminiscent of the Labyrinth maze from Breath of the Wild, no? Pretty sure that's what inspired it. Well, this inspired Breath of the Wild, of course. How much damage? I have a pretty healthy-sized magic meter now. That's good. I'll need that. Yeah, I really should have the reflect spell before going in here, but what the hell. Mainly to kill those guys. Okay, please jump. Oh. I got the pea bag. Oh yeah, I think they jump when you jump over their head. Or try to. Oh gosh, no. Okay, good. Yeah, you know what? Oh, wait. It probably was not worth the damage I took doing that. I'm actually gonna back out and heal. I do not want to go any further with this much health. I'm gonna need my MP for the fairy spell. I don't want to waste it healing. This is where you need the up thrust to kill those jerks. Actually, can I... Oh. You know what, this is fine. And besides, I have 3 extra lives. This is probably one of the points where I could afford to lose one, but I don't want to. I should be able to cast life at least more than once, or life and then fairy. If I conserve my MP. Another one of these jerks. I'm getting close to a level up soon too. I think my next level up is magic. Oh, I didn't make it. It's fine. How did that? Oh no. Oh no. Just in case. Oh, hell no. I don't have a key either, do I? Can I cast Fairy? Yes. That's what I came after anyhow. Alright, let's get out of here. Screw you, Dark. Not Iron Knuckle. Screw you, Iron Knuckle. I'm out of here. It's actually a bit faster than stabbing normally. Tricky part's gonna be getting out of here. I need a key to escape. Or enough magic to cast Fairy once. How irritating. Oh no, not those. Yeah, bottomless pits and sine wave patterns. What is this, Castlevania? Freaking Castlevania, isn't it? I'm probably gonna die here. Oh. Oh, ha! I survived! Clutch. Now watch me fall in like a pit or something stupid. That's good. Not like that one bit. No, sir. Ah, no magic pot. Interesting. There goes my sword beam. That's good. I need to like scroll this guy off the screen. There we go. Might actually survive this area. Maybe. Ah, stupid heads. Stupid not Medusa heads. Just because they're predictable doesn't make them any less annoying. Alright. I can get out of this place. Go back to Darunia, get the Reflect spell, and then I can come back and kill the boss. Funny that the Reflect spell is you get in Darunia. The one thing I've noticed with Breath of the Wild is the 4 champion abilities you get in this game have strong correlations to 4 of the spells you learn in this game. Namely, Jump, Life, Thunder, and either Reflect and or Shield. Like, as part of Link's toolkit. You can get that heart container now, too. And of course you get the Shield. Yeah, it would be Reflect from Agoron, of all people. Where you get the Reflect spell in this game? Darunia. Coincidence? Maybe. Alright, heart container. It's always good. I think this beach had something too. Either a point bag or something else worthwhile. Funny is I don't even need attack for this next boss, like... Ah, here we go. Just enough MP, too. Ah, it's just a pea bag. Whatever. Big P bag, though. 500. That's a lot of EXP. That's all that's out here. Healing Naburu before I continue. Guess Naburu, you get a fire spell. The thunder spell, you get an old Castuo. You know what though, Rudo's where you get the healing spell, and the place where you get the, you know, Mitha's Grace you get from also Azora, so again, parallel. Of course, there were no Rito in or any references to them even, I think, in this game, so there's that. Jump spell you just get in like one of the early towns. However, you do get it from a, you know, you get a winged statue, so hey, there's another reference maybe. The trophy that you get in the beginning of the game is probably, well, maybe not meant to be, but you know, if the timeline worked both ways, like if they planned ahead and stuff, it would probably most likely be a statue of Hylia. I mean, what other winged figures are there in this series? Of course, early on, sort of case of early installment weirdness, it might have just been like a statue of an angel or somebody's Christmas ornament or something, who knows. I mean, heck, Link even has a cross on his shield in Zelda 1. Which I suppose is just... I think the theory behind that is the Hylian people lost faith in their old gods because, well, Hyrule was destroyed, you know? Like, Ganon won in this timeline, at least at one point, so... yeah, that would shake anyone's faith, I guess. Alright, I think, yeah, old lady. Okay, here we go. I have child. Yeah, I saved the child, and then I proceed to haul the kid through a dangerous dungeon and walk across the ocean. Such a responsible hero. This magic will strengthen a shield. Alright. Rook's protection is good to go. I wonder if they knew what they were doing when they decided what abilities to give Link, like the champion abilities. Like, did they look at Zelda 2 for inspiration? Or did they just be like, oh, these seem like good spells to give Link? Well, skills or whatever. Not realizing, oh, hey, we did this before. All of these abilities Link has wielded in previous games. Stubborn. Nope. Actually, this one's not as bad going back down, but there we go. Got it. The other one's annoying because it's got those stupid bubbles that can knock you into pits and actually kind of hard to spot. They're like white colored on a light background. I really keep an eye out for them. These buggers. Alright, time to go kill the wizard. The first, I wonder if this wizard is actually Agadim. Nah. Might be. I think it's supposed to be the wizard that cast the sleeping spell on Zelda. You know, that is one thing, too, that's funny about this game. At this point in the series timeline, which there was just 2 games, there are 2 Princess Zeldas. At least, that's if I'm reading it correctly. There's an ancient Princess Zelda that had this sleeping spell cast on her. And then there is the one that Link rescued, who I guess is off busy ruling Hyrule or something. So yeah, 2 Zeldas. Because the Zelda that's in this game has been sleeping for, I'm assuming, like 100 years or something. 10,000 years, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's even, like, one of the first Zeldas. It's definitely... the story is the Zelda you're trying to rescue in this game is the one that started the tradition of all of Hyrule's royalty being named Zelda, I guess as a way of remembering her, because, yeah. Just say the royal family of Hyrule are assholes. The Prince of Hyrule wanted the secrets of the Triforce, and he couldn't get them out of his sister, so he had a wizard cast a sleeping spell on her, which he then immediately regretted. Go figure. Moral of the story is don't deal with wizards. But yeah, this is actually... you can use... this is a tricky area. You can use the shield spell to stop those projectiles from harming you. It makes your shield strong enough to block them. I'd recommend it. Except for I need to have enough MP to make it... I need to get to the boss with enough MP to cast shield, which is really low. It's only 16, but if you don't have it, you're, you know, dead, so... better safe than sorry, I guess. Oh gosh. This is trouble. I might not have enough MP to do this. I'm probably gonna have to use a life. Unless I get a jar from one of these iron knuckles or something. Could go back and kill those Stalfos too. Nope. Yeah, that's the boss. Crap. Yeah, it might be a rip. I had one more magic level. The spell would probably only cost 8, and I'd have enough MP to cast it. Please drop magic. Please. No, don't kill me. Just give me magic. Magic. That's not magic. So now I'm literally stuck between a door and the boss. Good. This is why I have 3 lives and not 1. Oh wait, Reflect is... wait, 40? Are you kidding me? Oh, maybe because my magic level's so low. Yeah, I'm screwed. I am dead. Gonna have to take a death here. It's alright though, I got 3 lives. I got this. Yeah. If only I had a bottle or something to reflect his spells with. Maybe a bug net. That'll be good. Link just kind of forgot how to use items, I guess. Yeah, this is a very difficult boss. Watch this strategy I have to beat him. Really hard. Again, short a level. Oh well. Definitely didn't optimize this very well. Yeah, I need the magic. Red. See, now Reflect only costs 32, so that spell... I think it starts at like 40. It drops pretty quickly though. Its minimum, I think, is 8 when you have the magic maxed out. It is a very important spell. Helps a lot with some of the bosses, too. Alright, heal up in Naburu. Suppose I could go back and kill that other boss now on the Island Palace. Probably wouldn't be a terrible time to do that now. Oh, I'm already healed up. What am I doing? Got placing a crystal heals you. I'll go do the Island Palace. I'll do this one. I'm so indecisive. No, I'll try the other one. Whatever. It's the hardest frickin' palace, though. Shouldn't be too bad with the levels I have now, though. Power. It's EXP. That was easy. That extra attack definitely helps. You know, this song really does not get enough exposure in this series. Actually, a lot of the music from this game, they never really reuse it. Like, the original Legend of Zelda, the main theme gets reused quite a bit. Well, and it kind of makes sense, because especially with starting with A Link to the Past, which A Link to the Past really is where a lot of the songs in this series got their origin, like Zelda's Lullaby and whatnot. And actually Ganon's theme, come to think of it. You really don't hear much of the music from this game aside from its appearance in the Smash series. You certainly don't hear the title theme for this game ever anywhere else. And the overworld theme is kind of different too. You know, I feel like the overworld, it starts out kind of like the overworld for Zelda 1, so I guess that's fine. This game's dungeon theme does make, I guess you could say, almost a cameo appearance in A Link Between Worlds when you do the Shadow Link battle, which actually is incredibly appropriate because of this game's boss. I'm sure they've never reused the Great Palace theme anywhere either. At least not that I remember. Oh, shoot. Whatever. Get me down here. Yeah. Pretty sure I can make that jump. Well, whatever, I'll just break the blocks. There we go. Yeah. You gotta be going at, like, just the right speed and just the right, hit the block at just the right angle to get up there. Unless you use the jump spell, but I'm pretty stingy with MP if you haven't noticed. Okay. Oh no, that's a key. I don't want to go that way. Need to go left. Perhaps not north-left, but left. Go. Okay, here we are, the Room of Pain. So, the trick here is out of here. Heck. Up. There we go. Now I don't have to fight that guy, which is good. That saves me a lot of health and hassle and pain and suffering, and still have to kill the red one, but yeah, that makes things much easier on me. Which is good, because the boss is right here. Life, shield. Where's the boss? Oh, there he is. Yeah, and it's funny because the boss is basically just another Iron Knuckle, except for he's on a horse. A horse. After hitting him enough times, he'll just dismount. Back on foot. Iron Knuckle. It's an Iron Knuckle. Keep thinking they're Dark Nuts. Oh, they look a lot like the Dark Nuts in Zelda 1. Just, you know. And we got the horned helmets and the capes and stuff. From the Department of Unnecessary Enemy Name Changes. I mean, I guess to be fair, the Iron Knuckle is very different from the Dark Nut, the way it fights. I mean, the Dark Nut's weakness is you attack it from behind, which is impossible in this game. Normal enemy. Gives me the most trouble, huh? There we go. Dead. Yeah, the only thing that's worse than those guys are Fakas, which are the bird people in the last dungeon. What if the Rito are based on the Faka? That'd be kind of an interesting twist. I think I want more attack. That's what I think. For any reason, just so I can get leveled up faster. That, and if I time my life up level, which I'm probably not going to very well, but whatever. I can, you know, get a free heal, which is always good. Having that line up with actually needing to be healed is a whole different can of beans. Oh, hey. Be back. I'll probably level before I even get to the dungeon. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. These things. There's spots later on where you run into these guys and they're invisible. Pretty much anywhere in, I guess, Western Hyrule or New Hyrule. I don't even know what the... I mean, if this is Hyrule, then what's this? Is this also Hyrule? Is this like Hyrule's equivalent of Europe? I don't know. I could kill those to level up, actually, if I wanted to. They're pretty, let me show you. They're pretty good EXP. If you're ever stuck and you're not, like, decent at this game or really good at it, you can just use fire and, you know, like the old man says, if all else fails, use fire. Yeah, that's 150 EXP right there, so fairly quick leveling. Much better EXP past this area, though, in the next part of the overworld. Can't get there yet, though. Gotta get the flute. Hey, look, I'm blue. Nice. I'm blue. Link is now depressed. It's sad. Good old visual glitches. Alright, let's see if I remember the way through this hellhole. This dungeon actually doesn't have a statue magic pot, which is kind of fair because you pretty much have a direct walk from town to this place. Very green place. Sea Palace. Eliminate this thing. Because I need my MP here. And those things steal it if you get hit by them, so that's not good. This is an interesting part. You gotta use the fairy spell, and then backtrack to get the key. While dodging those jerks. I guess you could skip the key and just use fairy to continue, but why not take a key if you can get it, right? So getting to the boss in this dungeon isn't too hard. The hard part is getting to the flute, which is in like a fairly, forget that, fairly well hidden section. Like go through walls and stuff. The Iron Knuckle, see how easy they fall now? That attack was worth it. Definitely worth getting the attack upgrades. Those guys. Usually pretty tricky to kill, actually. Yep. Bounce right through there. Not any worries. Oh, there's nothing here. How suspicious. Whatever. Nothing worth noting that way. Oh hey, that's good. Some MP back. Yeah, this is the first Zelda game to have a magic meter. Hoping that's the second Zelda game. That's not too shocking, but one of those mechanics that carried on to later games and subsequently dropped in some of them as well. Like the Link in Twilight Princess, for example, has absolutely no magical talent. Everything he does comes from his items and just pure, raw physical strength. It's interesting, because it seems like he actually kills Ganondorf, which is something that his counterpart, you know, Ocarina of Time Link, really couldn't do. I mean, he beat the crap out of Ganondorf and Zelda sealed him away, but he didn't straight up kill him. Of course, it might also have something to do with Ganon being abandoned by his Triforce piece at the end for abusing it. So, if you get up top here above this area, whatever you do, don't turn into a fairy. You'll soft lock the game. Yeah. Just don't get high and turn into a fairy. It never turns out well. Sounds kind of funny, actually. Alright. Over here. Chump. Oh, I should have double casted life. Whatever. Still mostly healed. Okay, left. Oh god, I hate this hallway. I might just do like a panic fairy spell just because, yeah, fighting an Iron Knuckle on breakable blocks, not my idea of fun. I would just as soon sit there and farm MP from those skull things to make up for using the fairy spell. I think there's a fake floor here. Oh boy. Shield. Now, why would they put a blue enemy here? Oh yeah, that's why. Okay. Doesn't make much sense, does it? This at least lets you know, oh, there's something over there. Yeah, and I'm probably going to cheap out this hallway, because, yeah, screw that. This is no place to fight. One bad input with a down stab, and it's into the lava. Alright, here's some blue guys. I can just get magic from them if I really need to. I'll get a little MP back. Let's count how many enemies, just for laughs. How many enemies does it take to get a magic pot? I think it's like every 10th enemy? Or maybe it's the 16th. Oh, one, let's see. So that's, we're at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 6. I guess it's every 6 enemies. What the heck? That was weird. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's every 6 enemies drops an item. That's actually faster than I thought it would be. I thought it was like every 10 enemies or something. So something to keep in mind if you ever speedrunning the game, knowing what... And the thing is, the counter between like whether an item's going to be dropped or not, it's shared between large and small enemies, and large enemies have different drops. Like they're more, you know, like a Dark Nut, for example, is going to possibly drop a red magic versus a blue. So you could, I guess, if you wanted to, you could kill like 5 small slimes to queue up a large drop and then kill a not a Dark Nut, an Iron Knuckle. Oh, I'm in a bad place. Saw that coming. And then get a full magic refill. Ugh. No, please no. Again, we have a Iron Knuckle guarding seemingly empty hallway, right? But what's this? It's a secret to everyone. And there's nothing... I don't think I want to go this way. Could be wrong. I think the item I need is actually up and over. I know there's at least a key up that way. No, this is the room with the, Oh, perfect. Just in time. Alright, Magic Flute. I can now access the endgame areas, pretty much. Like, I could now go straight to Great Palace and die on the barrier. Because there's, like, a magic barrier there that kills you. Or I could not do that, and defeat the other palaces first. Oh, those guys have great EXP. Kind of tricky to farm, especially with these freaking cat head things trying to murder me. Get out of there. Okay, now that I have the flute, I can start heading towards the end of this dungeon. You know what, I'm gonna go grab that. I don't need the small key, but I'm gonna get it just so I have more, because this boss is actually kind of hard. Maybe I'll leave, though. I don't know. Level up. Would be grand. I'm very close to a level, too. Especially if I kill another one of those guys, jeez. Them's good EXP. Very low on magic now, so it's not good. Once I get to New Casto, I'm pretty much set though for lives and EXP and stuff, because I can just farm Los Alfos. They are easy. Get rid of those blocks. Life a little easier. Is my next level up magic? I feel like it is. No, it's probably life actually, the way this game handles. Yeah, life. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll take it. Level 7 life isn't bad. Be a little tankier. Ah, normal. You see that? That was a normal Stalfos, not one of the enhanced ones that you normally see in the other dungeons. I feel like this dungeon's a bit easier for that reason. The enemies aren't quite as hardcore. Yeah, I'll get that key. Give me that. At this point I should just leave and then come back with full magic. Need it for the boss. This boss is hard. It's one of those you gotta time your jumps right and not get hit by his attack. I feel like I should farm these guys, actually. Yeah, those alphas are faster. Plus dangerous too. Yeah, that still takes, even at level 7, that takes a whole chunk of my health bar. A whole 1/7 of it, I guess. Count. The boss is on like an entirely separate wing of this dungeon too. Like, you go in a completely different direction to get to him than you do from getting to the boss versus getting to the flute. Maybe it's the recorder, I don't know. I like how every Zelda game has had a musical instrument. Even the first one, you have the recorder, and then this one you have the flute. And then Ocarina of Time, you have the ocarina. Actually, the ocarina, the first ocarina is, I think they just call it the flute in the North American localization, but A Link to the Past has what's essentially an ocarina. If I could just get a magic refill, I'd probably stay in this dungeon. Like a full magic refill. Probably didn't need to go that way, but whatever. Oh, hey, there we go. I should probably life. Yeah, here is the boss is this way. And I'll ferry my way through. There's a blue iron knuckle. I think that statue head has a magic in it. Let's see if I can get that. Pea bag. Gotta get that pea bag. Bag full of pea. Oh boy, this is gonna be tricky. I'm probably gonna die once, maybe. So I definitely need shield, and if I can cast jump... No, I can't cast jump. This is gonna be hard. Yeah, I don't think I can do this without the jump spell, actually. I should use jump instead. No, wait, I got it. Okay. Need to get him closer, so I have room to actually hit him. Yeah, this is much easier with the jump spell. This enemy is painful. Okay, shield, jump. Jump is critical for this guy. Helps you get the timing for the dodge. Come on, get over here. Come on. Come on, fatso. Ugh. I'm still beansing it. Yeah, you just wait for him to attack, and then you jump. So this boss apparently wasn't even in the Japanese release of this game. Instead, you just fought another iron knuckle on a horse. So exciting. Let's get the hell out of here. End game coming up soon. Not the end game, but like the pre-end game. Yeah, I'll take magic, sure. Spells are getting pretty expensive anyhow. Alright, there we go. Seaside Island Palace is done. Time to find Castuo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And here's another place where you want to use this trick for skipping encounters. A bit trickier to do it here, though, because you got to gotta wait for them to... Nope. Trickier to do it when there's road and not... Like, there we go, I got it. Okay. So that skips the first Lizalfos fence area. I guess that's what you could call it. Lizalfos. Don't worry, I'll get my revenge on you guys later. There's another one. Yeah, these guys, like, they'll actually throw based on how fast you're moving. Like, if you just try to run non-stop, you know, they lead their shots, so to speak. So you have to kind of like slow down and stop and go and confuse them, I guess. Would be one way to put it. It should be somewhere in this Forsaken Swamp is a extra life. I want to get it. Why do they put extra lives in swamps? I have no clue. Definitely in here somewhere. Jump. Hey, there it is. Good. Very good. Stupid bugs. Oh, they're worth 50. That's actually not too bad. Okay. These enemies are actually what I farm to get lives, so this is basically the place to be if you want to get EXP. Actually a technique I developed to kill them fast too. You just... I screwed it up there. If you jump through their heads at just the right angle with a down thrust, you can like multi-hit them and just kill them pretty fast. Looks almost like the Helm Splitter from one of the later games in practice. Like one of those things you got timed just right though. Hey, look at all that EXP, that's great. Okay, so here is Newcastle. Hidden Town. Kasuto, I guess it's pronounced. You deserve my help. Follow me. So yeah, this old lady, if you have all the other magic bottles, magic containers, whatever, she tells you about a secret at the end of town and gives you this. Last magic container. And you know it's the last one because there's literally no more room. It goes all the way up to your life bar now. We have... I think it's faster to just refill your magic and heal yourself and speak to the healing lady. Fireplace. Go in the fireplace here and speak to the old man. Remember the magic word. You mean please? Please, isn't it? No. Alright, so yeah, right about here. Actually, it doesn't matter where you're standing, it just looks cooler if you're... I was almost right dead center. Just go in here. And one of the best items in the series to get. Magic Key. I like Magic Key. Now I don't have to worry about keys. Ever. I mean, you still get them, but they're pointless now, so there's that. Makes the next two dungeons much more manageable. And this is actually... let me go get the heart container. This is actually a good point to start grinding, because, like... Okay, I have 2 lives. If I level up when I already have everything at 8, you get an extra life. Which is nice, you know, extra lives are good. Let's see if I can pull this trick off, by the way. That's basically how it's done, yeah. Don't have enough attack to one-shot them, but... like, eh. One with the down thrust. Yeah, as you can see, this is the best place in the game to get EXP. Especially when you get efficient at killing Lizalfos fast. It's like, if you ignore the spiders and just go for the orange Lizalfos, 300 EXP a pop. for each enemy. Or unless you get a bag, then it's more. Averages out to be about 300 each. Oh yeah, avoid the difficult encounters. For some reason, the Dark Lizalfos are worth less EXP than the orange ones. Isn't that strange? I think it's strange. I think the harder ones would be worth more EXP. Maybe somebody goofed up when they were coding the game and figured, nah, it's fine, leave it as it is. A lot of the cases with games that have glitches or whatever, it's easier to just leave it as is than to try to fix something and risk messing the code up even more. Probably explains why Skyrim is such a clusterfuck. Need to get good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, difficult encounter. I feel like the difficult encounters have larger hitboxes than the weak encounters. Guess that makes sense. The game would prioritize them. You see, I got those 2 hits quick on it. With the level 7 or higher sword, that would just be insta-death for them. Basically, Helm Splitter. Yeah, I'm skipping that. We'll do attack first. Make this go a bit smoother. Yeah, the trick is basically to jump at an angle so that when you're jumping upwards, the blade from the down stab clips through the corner of their sprite, I guess, while you're moving upwards. Because if you're going upwards, they're going to block low. It's when you're going down on them, they're like, oh, I should block high. Kind of like the trick with the Dark Nuts. You know, when you're fighting them, the standard thing is to crouch, jump, and stab. And that usually will trick them into blocking low so that you can hit them high and, you know, kill them. See if I can one-shot these guys now. Not quite. Oh yeah, I can. Good. Yeah, this is how you farm now. Want extra lives. Kind of cheap for a no continues run. Safety strats, though. I might gotta put timestamps for if you want to skip ahead this section. Yeah, life. Wow. I think after I max out, I might just head straight to the next dungeon, and then we'll see how many lives I have after finishing that one. The 6th dungeon, or 6th palace. On the dungeons. Well, in my head, I guess they are dungeons. The 6th palace is, not super hard, especially with the magic key, but the boss is particularly difficult. Good old Volgavia. Its first appearance. There we go. Need to do that a couple hundred more times. Ugh, not you. You're not the enemy I was looking for. Get out. That was cool. Botching that one up. I screwed that one up too, okay. Great for attack. Why not, right? Yeah, it's not like I can kill these things any faster. I think 2 hits is the best you can do with these guys. Like, they have enough health that having a level 8 sword isn't going to kill them any faster. I think. Could be wrong. Bag. So yeah, the reason I'm grinding levels now is the, if I max out my levels here, as opposed to doing it later, when I kill Volgavia and finish the next palace, I'm gonna get 9,000 EXP instead of, like, 8,000 or 4,000 or whatever, which will just translate to being an extra life. And you want as many lives as you can get going into the Great Palace. It's not a forgiving place. Just getting there is, like, it's tricky. Usually we'll lose at least 1 life just trying to get to the Great Palace. Full of lava pits and annoying enemies and all sorts of nasty crap. As a kid going into, well, yeah, going into the last part of the game with even 9 lives, It's like down to your last life trying to kill Shadow Link, or Dark Link. Is it Shadow Link or Dark Link? Might depend on the game. Shadow Link would make more sense for this game, because it is Link's shadow. Literally. I think Dark Link's what they call him in Hyrule Warriors, though, so... That, and probably Ocarina as well. Doc. Happens to Link when he uses Doc Metamorphosis. So dark. Alright, attack is maxed. 1 down, 2 to go. Pointless. Oh yeah, I can kill those guys in 2 hits now, that's good. Can't do the down thrust head clip trick with them though, because their AI is a bit different with how they handle their shield. Overjumped. Good spider. Another thing worth noting, if you max out your levels, even if you have all your levels capped out, when you level up at maximum level, you get an extra life, but you also, if you choose magic or health, that will still refill. So you can actually sort of time that and use it to get even more magic or life or whatever you happen to need at the moment when you hit 999 or 9,000. Yeah. I should be doing every time I do this, but seem to be missing on that side. Funny is, I think at this point, if I chose attack up again, I don't know if I can, but if I did, it would probably just give me an extra life. Not that I need one. Right now, at least. I need the magic and life up more. Spell. The spell. Oops, wrong one. It went left, went right. Yeah. That could have went better. Yeah, appear when I have full health. I guess that's the other way you can get health back in this game, is the odd fairy encounters, but not really reliable. More like a nice bonus than anything. That was one thing I think this game did right. The random encounters, you can actually see them, you can dodge them, you can manipulate them to get through areas. It's actually somewhat reminiscent of, well, not... more like another game is reminiscent of this. So if you ever play Tales of Symphonia, it has a similar thing where, like, you see blobs appear in the overworld. Like, sort of shadowy enemies. Okay, come on. Dukes. Then you get to choose between a hard encounter or an easier encounter, which is neat. Adds some strategy to the overworld exploration. Say, no, I don't want to fight this guy, I want to fight this guy. I'd rather fight the metal slime than the war mech, you know. War mech. Maybe I should stream Final Fantasy. Have it. My last playthrough I went through with 4 black mages. Always fun. Nuke the crap out of everything. Really hard though until you get to playing Final Fantasy with 4 black mages. Until you get to Elfland, it's pretty harsh. Once you get the lightning spells though, like Vault 2 on everybody, and just sail the oceans and grind money. Really, white mages, all white mages, is just somewhat a better party. Especially since you can get, like, that game, spells are alright, but the best things to get are, they have, like, there's items you can get, like the heal helm and the heal nail and whatever. And you can just use those items over and over again to get free spell casts. And that ends up being like, when you're going to the final dungeon, that can easily be your main source of recovery and, you know, free heals, free damage. Why not use it? Especially if your party is already relying heavily on magic. Oh, there we go, I got it that time. And of course you didn't drop EXP, you dropped a bottle, whatever. Alright, magic will go up. Now I just need to max out my life. You bet your life. On spider. Whatever. I don't need... It's only 5 EXP. Not really worth the effort to kill the spiders. Those guys, on the other hand... I feel like if I would have leveled up a little more smartly in the dungeons, like manipulated my EXP a bit more, made sure I hit the bosses just as I was leveling up, I probably wouldn't need to grind quite as many levels. It'd be about the same, but you know, I would have had more EXP getting to this part of the game. That's what you do if you're speedrunning this. You basically manipulate the EXP to the point where you just get all your levels as you go. You don't really stop the grind. I'd imagine they'd also just focus on attack and magic. You don't really need health if you're speedrunning. Because, you know, if you're good at this game, you don't need health. You just don't get hit, right? Seems like a viable plan. Till you get to Shadow Link, Dark Link. I think he actually had an official name, at least in like the manuals and stuff. Maybe Nintendo Power had a name for him or something. Oops, accidentally used the flute, which does nothing, by the way. At least right now it does. It's funny, they give you an item that literally opens just one barrier in the entire game. Flute in this game is probably... Actually, no, it does do 2 things, I forgot. Okay, it does 2 things. It lets you reach this segment of the map, and it lets you summon the dungeon in this area. So you need it like a grand total of 2 times. At least the hammer is useful for backtracking. You can use it to quickly get either backtrack or get back to the later parts of the game without having to go through all those caves and stuff. Hammer's a good item. Have to go through Death Mountain to get it. Wonderful mountain of death you have here. Almost to my last level up, I think. Or my last required. Hope I can get through this next dungeon without losing too many of my lives. I'm probably gonna have to, like, at least take one death for magic, though. I'll be able to cast Fairy at a certain point in that dungeon. Okay, life will increase. See, now everything is 9,000. Scouters are now broken. How many lives do I have? 2, and it's fine for this dungeon. I should be more than ready to fight Volgavia. There's a life in this dungeon up ahead, too, that I can pick up. That's fun. Riding the spiders. Stupid bugs. So the hint is call for help at Three Eye Rock, or something to that effect. Oh yeah. This beach here, follow the yellow brick road. There it is. Final heart container. And then here you use the flute, or get attacked by a random encounter. Okay, that works too. Use the flute, standing between the rocks, and there's the last, well, second to last palace. Oh good, there is a pot. Okay, let's reset that. Secret stealth technology. I'd imagine it's like hiding under the ground or something, and it rises, kind of like a Breath of the Wild shrine. Be kind of neat. And I don't need to worry about keys, I just need to worry about getting 2 items. I need to get the cross, and I need to beat the boss. And there's also an extra life here I can pick up as well. That was easy. And not getting murdered by blue knights is always a plus, too. Just look at how easy that was. That was cake. Ah, actually, this is probably where I need to be No, it's not. I'm killing this guy, though, out of spite. Out of sheer spite. Blue knights. This looks like the right path. Maybe it's the left path. Oh boy. One of these halls. Yep. Sine waves. My worst enemy. Made even more annoying by the fact that I can't use the fairy spell to get through this hall. Because that's there. Falling ceiling room? No, just dark. Not iron knuckle. Yeah, they're just dark nuts now. That's my prognostication. Oh, this is the boss, I think. Yeah, this is how you get to Volgavia. Or maybe it's... No, it's not Volgavia. It's Volgavia. I think the original localization or name was Barba, which just sounds kind of funny. It's friggin' Volgavia, though. Let's see. Yeah, this is where you fight the Iron Knuckle on a horse. this will go rather quickly. Well, if I don't glance off his head without doing any damage. Juiced. Yeah, it's like 2 hits once I get him off. And there's a key that I don't need, ever. Maybe I'm heading towards the cross, I don't know. No, this is not the cross. This is probably the extra life. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's great. Just take my magic, jerks. Not like I needed it or anything. Of all the places you need magic, this is one of them. Yeah, because I can't... You need Fairy Spell to get through there. It's absolutely required. That's great. Oh, wait. That's wonderful. Need to reserve enough to cast Fairy, though. Oh, look at that. Graphical glitch. Nice. That's fine. This is fine. Might actually be able to get through here. Oh, no. Without dying. Or forcing a death because of MP. Yeah, keys. Keys are good. It's funny, because, like, you need the cross, but you don't really need the cross. It makes the last segment of the game much more manageable. But, I mean, all it does is make certain enemies visible. You don't actually need it to kill them or anything. Getting through that area of the game without it is rather insane, though. Very. The only way... Yeah, I feel like I'm on the path to the... Yep, that's the boss room. Shoot. Not kill him now. Get it over with. Shield, jump, reflect. If I have enough life to cast life, I will. If not, well, whatever. The reason I cast Reflect is if you have Reflect up, his fireballs won't penetrate your defenses. It kind of helps. Maybe not as much as it could have, but yeah, screw you. There we go. Yeah. Now you might be thinking, but wait, you finished the dungeon without getting the item. Yeah, you're screwed, right? Because it'll turn to stone and you won't be able to get it. This, I'm gonna get an extra life for killing the boss. It doesn't matter what I pick. So yeah, I now have 4 lives. Well, 5 if you count the one I'm on. Ah, the dungeon's gone. That's actually kind of funny. Palace. The palace is gone. Okay. So let's go back in. Because I'm a dummy and I didn't get the item I needed. Don't really need it. Is still this way. I just took the wrong... Yeah, there's a spot where I fell down where I shouldn't have. We'll just go through here again. Iron Knuckle. Nope. Damn that. To go back this way. Actually, I think if I just keep falling... I'm pretty sure I can just keep falling here. This is like... This pit just goes forever. Yeah, that's where the boss was. If I fall here, though... Yeah, there we go. No, that's not right. Okay. Might need to fall again. This looks correct. Okay. There's another iron knuckle. Yeah, this dungeon is kind of confusing because of the looping infinite pit. I don't really get how gravity is supposed to work here, you know? Not normal. There's a blue iron knuckle. Got some annoying bubbles flying around here. Hey, you remember this room layout from the Island Palace? I remember. Oh, that's kind of scary. Corruption has seeped into my game. This is called I'm Too Stubborn to Use the Jump Spell. I know I can make it. Just... there we go. See? I can make it. Just have to have pixel-perfect jumping, that's all. Nothing too difficult. Fuck. Yeah, and then there's that. I wonder if I could just ferry across that room. It's probably my best bet, actually. Stupid bottomless pit. Well, no, it has a bottom, but... Stupid false floor is more like it. Hey, there's an opportunity to refill my health. Always take those. Since they're few and far between. Actually, I should have casted Reflect, too. While I was at it. Yeah. You know what they say about hindsight? It's, 2020. Okay, so 1, 2, 3... Yeah, what the hell? Fairy. Let's go. Oh, you buggers. You buggers. I forgot about that. So here's where the false floor starts. It's right here. It's just a little bit past 1, 2, 3... It's the third statue. Okay. So I get past 3 statues. 1, 2... I will use the jump spell. I'll make this a little less painful. Okay. So now we're past the false floor. It's fake. You have to fight another mid-boss. Yep. Another iron knuckle on a horse. Because why not? Well, like the 3rd or 4th time you fight him, right? I think they get the message by now that, you know, I'm gonna kick their butt. Dead. Epilepsy warning. This game really should come with one. Actually, it probably did. Alright. We now have the power of the cross, which is another case of early installment weirdness, I believe. You think if they ever did, like, a enhanced remake of this game, they'd replace the cross with, like, I don't know, maybe like a Hylian symbol or something? A symbol of Hylia? Funny, because Nintendo usually removes references to Christianity from their games. Especially the early days. Like, you'd see tombs in games that the localized version doesn't have a cross on it, or stuff like that. Yeah, this jump. Ugh. don't want to use the jump spell. There we go. It all worked out in the end. Okay. Stupid. You know what? Right. Killing these things. Or at least trying to. Yeah, get wrecked. That's how you kill those things. You fight them the way you'd fight Aghanim, by reflecting. Okay. All. Good. Oh wait, teabag. Still not there yet. One more. Here we be. Rather have the life right now than the reflect. Can I jump? It's probably only worth 200, but whatever. No, 100? What a ripoff. Wow. It wasn't even worth the magic or the time to get it. Whatever. I'm out of here. This dungeon is dusted and done. Wait, life, not jump. Downside is I can't use that statue to refill now. Oh, let's pay a visit to Casudo. These bridges are not good when there's breaks in them. Bonefish. They're like cheap-cheeps. So yeah, these enemies would be invisible if I didn't have the cross. And here is old Casudo's lone inhabitant. A wizard. Most powerful magic. Unlimited power! Yeah, that's the most powerful spell in the game. And it needs to be used exactly once. Well, unless you die fighting the Thunderbird and have to fight him again, but yeah. Thunder spell. Who would have thought the Thunderbird's weakness is thunder? Ugh. Purple. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. No. No. Okay. Good. I think I might want to grab another extra life at least before I head out to the Great Palace or Grand Palace or whatever. The real ultimate final dungeon. I do wonder, did they plan on there being 3 Triforce pieces when they originally designed it? Because the original Legend of Zelda, there were just 2 Triforces. Wisdom and Power, that was it. It was called the Triforce not because there were 3 of them, but because it was triangular. And then, oh, well, sequel, well, let's put in a 3rd Triforce that has even more power, or... I guess the, Triforce of Courage was sort of a way to complete it and make it so that, because the Triforce by themselves, I guess, are just strong magical artifacts if you just have Wisdom or Power. You know, it makes sense. Wisdom makes you wise, Power makes you powerful. you had both of those, you could pretty much rule a kingdom pretty easily, right? But courage, what the hell's courage do? Actually, probably one of the bigger questions. Maybe it's like the Soul Stone with the Infinity Gems, right? Doesn't really do much, except holds the other two in check. In a way, Link does keep Ganon in check, so makes sense. And imagine if the NES had amiibo support games nowadays. Like, oh, tap this amiibo to get a magic bottle or something. Let's not give them any ideas. I'm looking forward to them starting to release classic games on the Switch. I don't know, Virtual Console, as much as I would like a proper Virtual Console on Switch, like the way they've been doing it, they need to do it differently. Thing with the Switch and the Virtual Console, well, look at the Wii and the Wii U. There are a lot of great games that were on the Wii's Virtual Console, and you can't get them anymore. Like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, you can't buy that now unless you somehow still have points saved on your Wii. And the reason for that is, well, you know, the classic eShop is basically, or no, the Wii Shop channel is basically in the process of being phased out. And it's just end of life cycle for the console. But the Wii U, I think it's kind of silly that at this point, they should have every game that's been released on the Wii U's eShop. It shouldn't... Why are they not... I guess there is licensing and stuff, but you'd think they would be like, oh, well, this will get us more money, you know. I mean, yeah, the sales aren't that great, because, well, first of all, nobody bought the Wii U because they didn't market the thing correctly. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to who thought the Wii U was, like, a controller for the Wii. Like, no. Or that, or you ask them about the Wii U, and they're like, what's the Wii U? Like, are you kidding, right? It's only Nintendo's first entry into HD game consoles, you know. But that's nothing important at all. It's actually, you know, it's a shame that it didn't have more support, because it was a really nice concept. Maybe a little clunky, but... I mean, if you think about it, Nintendo's biggest success over the last few years has been the DS family of systems. I mean, aside from the Wii, the DS has been a huge success. Mainly because, well, I mean, they did basically completely dominate the mobile market for the last decade or so. And the Wii U is really, if you look at it, the Wii U is a DS home console. I mean, it has two screens, you have the TV and the console. It does feature the off-screen play, but it's the closest thing to a DS you'll ever play on a TV screen. Which, yeah, it's neat. That would actually be pretty cool if they could start... I wonder if the Wii U could handle 3DS games. I'm sure they could maybe make it. And again, emulation does require a bit more power than just straight up running something on optimized architecture. But yeah, they need to, like... They need to get those TurboGrafx games out on the Wii U. Like, release Castlevania Rondo of Blood, at least. I want that updated. I think their biggest mistake with the Virtual Console is, aside from the stuff being tied to the system, I mean, I have most of my Wii Virtual Console games transferred to my Wii U, but they still play as Wii games, right? And then they have the thing where you pay, like, maybe $1 or $3 to upgrade it to the Wii U emulator thing. What they should have done was... You know, when you buy a license to the game, you have the license to the game on your Nintendo console, and you can transfer it to any of their other consoles. That way... And, you know, the other thing, too, would be, if you have the Wii U version of a game, you should just automatically have... Or no, if you have the Wii version of a game, like, say you have The Legend of Zelda on the Wii Virtual Console, and you get it on the Wii U, you should just automatically have that unlocked in your library. Like, it should just be there. I mean, having to pay extra for an emulator upgrade, you know, maybe make it a one-time thing where you pay to get the NES emulator upgrade and then that's it. I don't know. I guess it's nice that they give the discount and all, but just, it seems kind of messed up that you're paying for a game that you already bought twice, even if it's basically patched to run better on that console natively. Alright, I have 5 lives. I guess I'm just gonna... Should I just go for it? I think I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, that's more than enough to get me to the Great Palace. I should be able to get there with less than 3 lives. Yeah, let's end this. I've dallied enough. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. No! Screw you, you stupid ghosts. I guess they're Poes? I don't know. Alright, this is the worst part of the game. Well, one of them. This game has a lot of worst parts, if you think about it. But yeah, this place sucks. These ghosts will knock you into the lava. Easily. Oh, and they drain your EXP, and... yeah, they're just all-around horrible. Oh, okay. Well, that's useful. Boing! So, this is a worse area, so... again, I'll just use this trick where I sit here, wait for a blob to appear to my left, and hopefully walk into it when it's on that tile. I think I got it. Maybe. But this is much less painful than the alternative, which is going through those pre-scripted stages that are, like, ridiculously difficult. Those enemies, the eyes that, like, open and close, I don't even know what the heck those things are called, they actually hurt quite a bit if you run into them, so you gotta be... Ooh, you see that? I bounced off that enemy just as I left the screen. Yeah, those guys are no joke. They kind of blended into the background here, too. That's another thing. Okay, I need to go north now. Nope. Try that again. Got it. How to skip content. Yeah, it's probably worth skipping though. Good, more magic. More magic is always welcome. Well, except for when you want points, but, you know. At this point in the game, magic is what I need. Oh, hey, you see that? I just, like, ate an enemy. Like, it walked into me and just went into oblivion. Ugh. Like I said, those things hurt if you bounce into them, or... you gotta be careful. And they're armored, so, like... I think you can use the fire spell to kill them regardless of whether they're open or not. But, I like this, actually. Actually, yeah, screw that. Run past. Ugh. These are the worst Los Alfos. Worth the most EXP, though. Again, I'm gonna have to wait for an enemy. Or fairy, that would be nice. Nah, no fairy. Just mace Los Alfos. Ugh. That was unnecessary, but whatever. Yeah. They're like those other enemies that throw maces, except for they have shields. That's real fair. Don't worry, they're not even the worst thing you run into. That would be the Faka. Alright, he's dead. With Zalphos. Okay, here we are. Grand Palace. Now, if I were to get a game over here, I could just start right here, which is an odd case of the game giving you mercy, right? Mercy. This game has no mercy. Takes no prisoners. At least it's not Castlevania 3. Ugh, it's Firebirds. Everything here hurts, too, so, like... yeah, doing what I'm doing right now, getting hit, is not recommended. I should have just used the shield spell, honestly, if I was gonna get... There we go. I don't even know why I'm bothering to kill stuff. I just need to get through the dungeon in one piece. Dungeon Palace. I think there's a fake floor there. It's generally not good. There are many paths through this dungeon. Palace. There are many paths through here. Only one of them is correct, though. Actually, I think there might be more than one, but... yeah. There's a lot of dead ends. You don't want to go those ways. Firebird. And that statue was the statue of a Faka. I should be running into one of those pretty shortly. If I'm going the right direction, I certainly will. Ugh, sine waves. My true nemesis. Yeah. That might give me a little bit of survival, but yeah, okay. No! I almost made it past that screen. Oh, but I have 5 lives. Okay, I think we'll be good. Yeah, we'll probably be alright here. All them extra lives. If I can do this in 3 lives, I'm pretty sure I can do it in 5. I mean, I've had worse. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Stupid flying heads. And here is our good friend Faka. That actually wasn't too bad. Expecting to take more damage here. Usually I just try to, like, run away. Like, now I'll just shield and... So, here, right here. Yeah, there should be... There's a secret room here. It's pointless. Don't bother with it. Hey, I know I'm on the right path now, though, that I ran into that. Usually you run into Firebirds if you're going the right way. Oh, that's funny. These guys, don't mistake them for their regular counterparts. They spit red fireballs that your shield will not block without a reflect spell. Okay, this room should have... I believe, if I'm in the right room, there should be a blue Faka past one of these barriers. Shield jump. Yep, blue Faka. I can just get past him. No, you don't. You stay back there. Whatever you are selling, I don't want it. Fucking Fakas. Motherfuckers. Alright, there's another Faka here, isn't there? I know there should be like a big bubble, too. Oh no, it's a firebird. Okay. That's not as bad. Can manage that. No, the Faka's in here. Yep, blue Faka. Okay, long elevator. And here there is clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Actually, a fairy. Which is why this path is good to take either way, because fairies are always helpful. And then this way... Oh yeah, sword beam, I missed you. This way, past these lava pits, is an extra life. Vital to get that, usually. So one thing worth noting, the extra lives in this game will only appear once per save file. If you get a game over and continue, or come back later on, those lives aren't there anymore. They're gone forever. So I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, there's a firebird. I think this is the right way. Whatever. Shield. Probably not gonna have enough MP now to get through, Okay, right here, I need to break this. Somewhere in these blocks is a false floor. There it is. Now I go this way. Ugh. That's one big bot. These guys are a lot tougher than the slimes that are in the rest of the game. Okay, good. I probably needed that magic, actually. Gonna need to cast Fairy in this next corridor, I believe. Not here, but... Yeah, that's a thing. Suspicious-looking pit in the middle of lava. Definitely the right way to go. Oh shit, I'm here. This is the final confrontation. So I definitely am dead, because I probably don't have enough to cast... Oh, maybe I can cast Thunder. I definitely need Thunder. I don't have enough. I'm dead. Okay. Well, just kill me. Kill me. Game over. Return of Ganon. Oh wait, I have lives. Okay, so now... Shield, jump, reflect, prepare Thunder. Thunder. Now I can actually kill this guy, now that he's blue. Well, I can at least try to kill him. This isn't even the final boss. You know, he drops a key like a final boss would, so you think, oh good, I beat the game, yay! Alright, let's go. Collect the Triforce and save Zelda, right? Old man? What? What? Oh. Well, that just happened. Me and my shadow. I'm probably gonna die unless I can. Okay, so the strategy is... Yeah, pretty much this. Get into the corner and pray. First try! Woot! Ha! That's great. I didn't even need all those lives. That was pretty quick. Oh, what, 3 hours? 15-minute playthrough. Definitely not world record pace, but I'd say it's a pretty quick run through the game. Get to see the whole game, walk through some strategies on farming lives if you're playing casually. And this is... yeah, I like how he uses like the shield spell. This is the other Zelda, who I guess isn't ruling Hyrule because her descendant is busy doing it. So she's free to, I guess, be with her hero. I wonder if she knew a Link in her lifetime. You saved Hyrule and are a real hero. And implied stuff going on. Very good. I like the curtain aesthetic. Very reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 3 had the sort of curtain thing going on too. Staff. Executive producer. Yeah. Produced Miyahan, which I'm pretty sure that's Shigeru Miyamoto. Director. Subayan Yamahan. Yeah, they didn't really have the names translated too well, I think, in these early NES games. Sound composer Sukasen? As opposed to Koji Kondo, who was the original Legend of Zelda's composer. So I guess he wasn't... did he work on this one? Gotta look that up. Shiga-chan. Oh, that probably was Shigeru then. Kazoo. Thanks a million. Push start to replay. So yeah, and this is the first time you see in the entire series the completed Triforce in its full splendor and stuff. We'll see that again in Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. But yeah, that's Zelda 2 in its full entirety. If you push start and replay, it'll start a new game with 3 lives, and you'll have all of your sword techniques and levels retained. What you don't keep is the palaces aren't cleared, and you don't keep like the hammer and stuff, but it makes replaying the game much less painful. It's fun to replay. At any rate, that is Zelda 2, and that's the stream. Thanks for watching, if you did. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching.